Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Russian stories, Russian equipment, Russian masks, and we're going to provide a little PSA. If at any point in time you have purchased a surplus Russian mask, you need to watch this video in its entirety because there is some information that apparently people aren't aware of when it comes to those. Now, last night I was looking through photos and footage of Russian equipment, whether it be captured by Ukrainians or being distributed to Russian troops and allies. I was trying to get a read on where they were at in their warehouses, their logistics, seeing what they were handed out. I shared an image that had a bunch of gas masks in it. I shared it because I found it entertaining because the gas masks are less than modern, to put it nicely. They are mid-Soviet era, let's say 71-ish. And to me, that was funny. They're also handing out a lot of other obsolete or less than modern equipment. For those who have a good read on this kind of stuff, they're handing out Mosins. It looks like they're handing them out to be designated marksman rifles. I guess they're out of SVDs, or they don't want to give them out. I don't know. But I found that interesting as well. The gas masks prompted a lot of questions. First, does this lend any credibility to Russian claims? I am highly skeptical of the Russian claims because I've seen it before. I've seen it before, and I'm not talking about when the U.S. made very similar claims about Iraq. I'm talking about when Russia made these exact same claims about Georgia in 2018, and then again in 2020. It honestly looks like they just changed the locations. It's the exact same campaign. Because they were less than accurate and honest about it before, if they want me to believe it, they're going to have to show me some kind of substantial evidence. So, no, it doesn't lend any credibility to that. The presence of the masks, does that indicate that Russia plans on using it? I don't think you can read intent from that. I don't think that this goes in the they will or they won't column. These are just masks. This is pretty standard, with the exception of the vintage. It's standard to provide this kind of protection. I would also point out that in today's age, a mask alone, not super effective. So I don't see that as being evidence that they're planning on using it, or that they truly believe Ukraine would. Now, to the PSA part, we were joking in the comment section about how dangerous the equipment was. My inbox filled up with people saying, hey, I have one of these masks. Is what you're saying true? Yes. Yes, it is. The masks themselves, meh. If they're pliable, they get a good seal. They're probably all right, more or less. The filters are not. Russian surplus filters, don't use them. Don't use them. Stuff looks like this. This one's Israeli. I don't have any Russian ones for all of the reasons I'm about to explain. The lining of them, most of them are based on the filter for the GP5. Okay. The lining is lead. If that's not bad enough, the cotton in the early ones contains a whole bunch of asbestos. Don't use them. Now, in the 80s, they switched the design up a little bit, started using activated charcoal. You would think that would solve the asbestos problem. It didn't. Those that have been popped open and tested still have it. Don't use them. Do not use those filters. Apparently, a lot of people have bought these for costumes. Do not use them. New filters, if you want like actual protection, CBRN protection, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear, the filters run about what you probably paid for that mask, somewhere between $40 and $100 for new ones, brand new, full spectrum protection there. If you're just looking for something for a costume, you can get particulate filters for like $15. Do not use those filters. If it was me, I wouldn't use any Russian filter. If I had any alternative whatsoever, I would not use one, even a new one. The old ones, certainly not. They're dangerous. Don't do it. And you can pick up replacement filters relatively easily. So just bear that in mind. Do not use those. If you picked up a mask at a flea market, surplus store, eBay, wherever, and that filter has Cyrillic writing on it, don't use it. Don't use it, even just to play around in a costume. Okay, so at the end, what do we have here? As far as what I was looking at, the Russians are handing out some pretty dated equipment. Still helmets. Most of this stuff is Soviet era. The weapons that are being handed out are aged. So you can read into that as you wish. As far as the gas masks and establishing intent and what they plan on doing, this doesn't mean anything. It doesn't provide any evidence one way or the other. That kind of protection is pretty standard. And if it was me, I would assume, because they're handing out ancient stuff, and it's not complete, it's not a full suit, it's just the mask, that maybe they don't actually believe there's a threat. Or they just really don't care about their troops. And at this point, either one of those beliefs could be accurate. So, anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.